Alright guys, we're back here working on the 1963 Chevrolet. My initial thought on this was starter was bad. It wasn't turning the motor over as much as I wanted it to. I bench tested both of them. I have another 230 in the garage, but they both spin very, very similarly. And obviously I think it's just the battery source. Last time I was just kind of boosting it because I didn't have a battery, so we yanked one out of my other car, and we're going to try that today. I don't know if you can see that. The wind is blowing absolutely crazy today, so you're just on a tripod, and we're going to try to get this thing started again. I just hooked the new battery up, this old 7-year-old battery, but it's got 14 volts on it. So I'm very confident that it's going to turn the motor over better. Also, I have nothing on the inside, so we will have to address the wiring that is powering the ignition and whatnot. So we'll have to look at that, but we're going to do a pure hot wire just to see if we can get this thing running today. Get you guys in here so you can take a look. So what we've done is we've hooked the battery up, changed the cables, cleaned the grounds. We've got the spark plug doodabber here. It's just a light bulb so that I can see if it's sparking. Yes, there's other ways of doing it, but that's much easier for me, so I just put it in line, boom. We took the cap off. The points were corroded, so we emery clothed those. The coil doesn't have any power. Obviously I have nothing on the inside, so I'm just going to have to run an excitement alligator wire right there, and hopefully that powers up and does the thing that it's supposed to do. It does turn over by hand. It's got oil. This carburetor is not locked up. The plugs were extremely disgusting, but I think they'll still work for now. I just want to see if this thing runs on its own and if it'll build oil pressure. That's it. We'll have to put a new upper rad hose and everything like that, but for now we're gonna see. Actually, I haven't even tried this yet. Does this turn over much better? Oh yeah, we're in business. Haven't made any money, but we're in business. Alright, let's see here. So, I think what a guy is going to do is see if this has any... Is the coil actually working on its own right now? I absolutely doubt it, but... Yeah, so it is turning. It's not... It did turn much better when just before, but... Okay. Let's run an excitement wire there and see if we got sparks jumping there. Let me grab an alligator clip. So we got the alligator clip and the wire. We're just gonna kind of jam that in there. Let's see if we can't get that jammed in there. Maybe we can do a little bit more professional of a job, but we'll find out here. Alright, so one's a negative, one's a positive. I be positive it's this one, but I could be wrong. Alright, let's see. Okay, that's probably not doing anything. Let's see here. I can get like a vice grip or something, put that in there. Get that on there. You know, it helps to have a guy prepared, you know? There's a guy prepared. There we go. Something's ticking. What is going on? I hear noises. There's a signal. So we got power going to the coil, but I've got no light bulbs here. So let's get this disconnected first. Get that out of there. Let's just be safe for now. We'll disconnect the battery. Okay, yeah, is that safe? Yeah, okay. What we'll do is we'll get this coil or rotor off of there. Let's check the points and see if there's any spark to the points. You know? Do we got sparkles? Are the points shooting sparks? It's getting some sort of, you know, I heard the signal lights or something of the sorts. So we'll get this cap off. Let's see if there is. We'll excite that wire again, and let's see if we can turn this by hand and see if we can get the points to make some sparks. So just to recap, we don't need a starter. It turns over just fine. We're going to check the cap, check the rotor. Everything inside leads me to believe it's fine. So what I'm going to do is we're going to connect this positive back on. And I'll set this up over here. We'll get our excitement wire again. And we'll just kind of rest this in here. Nice and gently. Don't want to spark yourself. Kind of got my mic in a weird spot, so I do apologize. So there's the ticking. And as you see it turning over, there's no sparky. So leads me to believe the points are bad. Let's see here if I can get this thing off of here again, so I don't burn the rig to the ground. So it's possible it's just bad. But let's test coils. We'll test the coil and see what's going on. All right, so from what I did some research on, the coil's bad. We can test that, but I'm assuming it's bad because I pressed the multimeter to it. It's jumping all over the place. We'll test it again. From my understanding, if it's a good coil, it's going to stay steady all the way through testing. So we're going to get these wires off and we're going to take a look at this coil. So I can see positive and negative there. So Oh, never see that again. Just dropped the bolt that I just put there. Okay, so let's take our multimeter here. So, I don't know if you guys can see, probably not. We'll see if that works. But essentially, I'm going to take my multimeter and put it on 200 here, low ohm setting. And if you look at your coil, you can see I've got a positive and a negative. So I'm going to go positive here, negative there. See if I can get a reading or not. And you can see my multimeter. It's kind of jumping all over the place, but we're sitting there at 0.202, so that's okay. Let's see here. Let's go up to 20 thousandths. We'll see if we can test the internals. We'll see if that... What we got here? Let's see if I can get this thing to read me. There we go. 8.7. Okay. My coil may be good.
After cleaning up the wires that were corroded and the points, I finally found some spark.
Alright, so we're back here. It's sputtering like it wants to run, so I'm just gonna check timing. I think I've got this number one cylinder, which is right in here, at top dead center, and I can see that I got it's pointing, my rotor cap here is pointing at very similar to the first one. So I'm not too sure. I don't think the timing is the issue. It's very close to pointing directly at it. But check, I don't even know how to find the timing marks. I might have to, I'll probably have to do a little bit of research and find the timing marks for this thing. But I'll be right back. Alright. Get you guys in here again. So we've been working on trying to figure out what is going on with this 230. Turns over, sputters. It seems like it's not getting, it's either timing or fuel or something. I know I have spark, but I went to kind of digging around here, and so my timing's good. I've got the cap and rotor, and the pointer is pointing right at number one. I am on top dead center. Going through these wires, like this wire is good, and I kind of like peeled it up and looked, and like they're, I don't know if you can focus on that, but see if it'll focus, but there's nothing there. The wires are cooked, so that's probably part of my problem, and I'm gonna go get my other wires off my other motor. Why none of this is focusing properly, but we'll get the wires off the other one and we'll get this hooked up and see if it'll make any difference. I also have zero squirter action at the throttle, at the carburetor, so I'll get on that and we'll see if we can get this thing to fire. got those taken care of. Verified our pattern. It is 15346. I believe is the timing pattern on this. And then I just took another look at these wires, and you can see like there's nothing on there. So there's no way for spark to get traveling through here. So I just replaced them with old better wires. So hopefully they fire a lot better than those other ones. But I'm betting that's going to be part of my problem. Now I still have no squirter action on the carburetor, so I just want to see if it'll fire now. Don't really need the squirters, but I do need to get some gasoline down there and see if it'll do anything now, but we'll find out. 10 volts there. Not putting enough fuel. For those of you wondering, the fuel pump is not hooked up to anything. Starter wire, or the positive wire, is hot as well. Yeah, it's got some resistance somewhere. Alright, new day, new me. We got the new starter. I finally broke down and bought one of those. We're gonna go ahead and get that in. And we'll see if we can get this thing to run, finally. Really excited. Hopefully that spins it better, which it should, so I'm worried about that. Kind of left all my tools under the hood here overnight. Fairly good deal on a new battery, so hopefully that works and does the thing, and we'll have this thing running in no time. Let's go! Yes! He is a runner. Alright, so there you go. She's running. As far as I know, early 80s is the last time this thing ran, so it ran quite well. Just needed a little bit more fuel down the carb. You know, play with the choke, get the throttle just right, but I mean, obviously it's very smoky, and I had a bunch of stuff in there like ATF and whatnot in the cylinder heads, but everything works, it's running. It didn't sound too terrible. I have no antifreeze or anything in here or upper rat hose, so we're gonna kill it, make sure it doesn't run anymore, because obviously you don't want to overheat it. But now that I know that it runs, that'll be the next step. I'll get the upper rat hose, we'll get a air cleaner on there and see if we can get it to run off of maybe something from a jerry can, just so I can yard drive it. We'll get it sitting in the back there, and now we know it's a runner. So very good. New starter, fixed it right up, spun it fast enough to get it to run, as I suspected. But yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys.